Good morning, Agape Nation. Good morning, family. It's so good and such an honor to be here as we prepare for our morning meditation. Just giving thanks to God and just turning within and just taking in that deep breath and relax. And just take in these beautiful words of our selected reading for today. Our inspirational reading this morning is taken from Agape's Book of the Month, Soul Currency, by Ernest D. Chu. The following is taken from chapter 4 and can be found beginning on page 108 under the heading, The Gift of Negativity. An interesting phenomenon occurs when people start appraising their spiritual assets and purposefully connecting with the field of intentionality. Suddenly, a lot of oppositional thoughts and feelings arise. Have you ever caught this happening in your own mind and body? As soon as you set an intention, do you hear a collection of negative voices in your head reminding you of all sorts of reasons you can't succeed or shouldn't try? Do terrible feelings come up to stop you in your tracks? Certain frames of mind, such as guilt, shame, and self-loathing, are liabilities you wouldn't dream of passing around as currency. You most likely want to hide these feelings from the world. Even so, they reveal your belief that you don't deserve happiness, love, success, or forgiveness. Until you understand these liabilities as the gifts they are, they'll hinder your success and keep you in a perpetual state of unhappiness and endless bad days. The brilliance of spirit is that even negativity and painful feelings serve us. They are a cry for love, a reminder to let the light of spirit shine inwardly to reconnect with our highest nature and see the wholeness, the worthiness, the divinity, and the magnificence of who we are. When we perceive that spirit is within us, then what is there not to love? So just turn within with this for a moment with me. As I, Reverend Sandra Teresa, speak my word, absolutely knowing and giving thanks and all praises to God, the God presence that's within each and every one of us right here and right now. Just giving thanks for the love and the joy and the opportunity to know that negativity is an opportunity to see only love in that situation, to see and only know that love is all that there is. There is no other presence. There is only the presence of God. There is only the presence of positivity. There is only the presence of the oneness and the wholeness of which we are all encompassed. We are encapsulated in the love of God. It is this truth that I know. This is this truth that I'm speaking. I'm speaking of something that I know and that I'm feeling and that I'm sensing right here and right now, and that is the love of God. How good it is to know that that presence is surrounding each and every one of us right here and right now, wherever you are. Just be still for a moment and take in a deep breath. And feel the presence, because the presence is there. And giving thanks for this service, giving thanks for the meditation thought, giving thanks for Reverend Michael as he comes forth and he delivers the most amazing talk that we've ever heard. For the first time, we get to hear words that have never been sewn together in a way that opens up our hearts, that opens up our energy fields, filled with God's love and filled with God's light. I'm giving thanks for each and every individual that has been here and shown up and that has prepared the way. The way has been made forward right here and right now. And I'm just so grateful, Father, Mother, God, for the opportunity to speak and know my words, giving thanks for the presence of the ancestors, giving thanks for all of those angelic beings. For this and so much more, I just allow this prayer to be. And we will now continue to sit in reverential presence of God as we wait for Reverend Michael. Thank you.
Reverend Michael is preparing to come forward with a magnificent Dharma talk. Thank you for continuing to be still and available.
Good morning and another welcome to the Way of Meditation service, probably the most important service that we do in this day, because it's really about introspection that leads to transpection, that allows us to become aware that we are awareness itself, and then it allows us to determine how we shall respond to external circumstances. There are so many people on the planet that still allow conditions and circumstances, situations, people, places, and things to determine their moods, determine how they feel. Not you. Not if you're involved with becoming aware that you are awareness itself and doing the necessary spiritual practice that allows that to be an insight in your awareness and not merely a belief system, not merely something that you believe. Well, one day in the future, I will be able to respond to conditions differently, or people, or circumstances. One day in the future, I will be able to hold my own alignment with reality, regardless of what's going on in the world of appearances. Now, that day is now. We enter into a spiritual practice where you become still. You have an intention to wake up to that which is real and eternal, and you sit and you become aware of that which is passing through your awareness, that which is passing through your consciousness. And you become aware that you get to choose to stay in alignment with your intention, to stay in alignment with any degree of peace, harmony, love, any sense of an awareness that you're living in a universe of abundance rather than scarcity. You get to choose to keep coming back to being in alignment with that truth until there is a level of coherence with that truth, so that in the quantum field, you are absolutely paying attention to that which is real until that which is real appears. You get to do that. People are living enslaved to their emotions and actually think their emotions are determining the reality. It's only determining your experience of reality, but not reality. In other words, we're giving ourselves permission to actually spiritually mature, to actually grow up, to actually become adults, spiritual adults, and no longer operating from the immature infant stage of our life and little kids when we were just, reacting to circumstances, and we did get what we wanted, and we cried, and we did all of that. We don't have to do that anymore. We can actually wake up and actually come into an awareness that we do live in a field of abundance, a field of joy and beauty, and become coherent with that through spiritual practice, and no longer giving ourselves excuses that something out there made us feel a certain way, or some person over there made us feel a certain way, or a certain circumstance made us feel a certain way, and then no longer buy into a scarcity mindset or a mindset of separation from the presence, as you've heard me say for years, the presence that is never an absence. It's never an absence. It's always here. It's the presence. The presence of what? Love, beauty, intelligence, harmony, order, and more. It's always here. But are we consciously participating in that? Or are we just falling prey to that which has been normalized? Just because something has been normalized doesn't make it real. If you're an individual that scans news media and things of that particular nature, I wouldn't advise it to do it all the time. Just check in every now and then and see what the world is thinking, but don't believe in it, most of that stuff. You'll notice that so many things have been normalized. It's just normalized for people to put each other down. It's normalized to go to war. It's normalized to politically jockey for higher and higher positions over people and things of that particular nature. But underneath all of that, there's a whole reality of individuals that seek win-win solutions, that seek a sense of peace with each other, a sense of harmony, a sense of love, a sense of forgiveness, a sense of making amends. There's a whole groups of people that live in a different reality. And sometimes we elevate these individuals as special. We'll say Mohandas K. Gandhi was a special guy, Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, His Holiness the Dalai Lama. But the thing that separates individuals are basically habits. Everyone's basically the same, except for their habits. So if you develop a habit of going within and stabilizing and having a level of coherence around that which is real, you develop a habit of observing yourself and then choosing the higher choice. You develop that as a habit. It becomes what is often called second nature, but it's actually your first nature. It's actually who you are. So what becomes second nature means it becomes subconscious, and then you bump into yourself. First you get beside yourself, then you become yourself. I don't know why I said that, it just sounded nice. Anyway, this art and this science of meditation it's oftentimes called the great escape. You're actually escaping from a limited paradigm and the normalized way that people move through the world of appearances, the matrix, the simulation. And you don't, I remember I said many, many years ago, you don't want to be normal in an insane society. You want to be crazy. You want to be the outlier. You want to be like, wow, they're different. Why are they happy when the world seems to be going crazy? Why do they have a sense of joy when things seem to be out of sorts? Why are they prosperous when things seem to be scarce? Why? Because these individuals have a level of coherence around that which is real and don't buy in to the scarcity mindset, the separation mindset, the racist mindset, the bigotry mindset, the homophobic mindset, whatever the popular thing is. Now it's like migrants and immigrants, That's the mindset, among the lesser of us in our societies. Those who have a limited perception. We've got to get rid of people, things of that particular nature. We don't buy into that, you see. We live differently. Love governs our perception. Love, peace, joy. And these aren't concepts. These aren't beliefs. They're not just a lack of conflict or things that are going on. No. They are dynamic qualities that exist even in the midst of conflict. And they're real. So to go beyond believing in peace or love or joy or abundance, well-being, beyond believing that stuff, which is a start, that leads to some level of behavior modification. But at a certain point through meditation, it goes beyond belief and behavior modification into a real insight. You remember yourself. Oh, this is what I am. Before I was imprinted by the matrix, before I was imprinted by the simulation, before I was imprinted by the world of appearances, I am. Before Abraham was, I am. Before there was any physical existence, I am, you see. And I remember many years ago, this is just flowing to my mind right now, I was speaking with a Christian, and we were talking about the Bible and things of that particular nature, and I had to remind this young man, I said, do you realize that Jesus existed before King James? And do you realize that this presence of God existed before the Bible? And so you're caught up in the secondary aspects of life, the Word of God in the Bible, King James and all of that, when there is something that was real before all of that. Just go direct. Just go right to the source. And you can be inspired by individuals who were inspired by God and wrote holy scriptures. But when you meditate, you go direct. You don't get caught up in just merely the interpretation of human beings that had an insight and wrote it down. Good stuff. I love the Holy Writs. But in meditation, you just go direct to it. No intermediary. You have your own direct encounter. Stabilize it, become coherent, and live in a different world. And then you will be ultimately mature. A mature human being. Not reactive. That's not to say you're not going to have bad days. Yes, sadness comes through and you'll experience sadness fully. But you realize that you're not sadness. You'll experience whatever the human thing is at that particular moment, but that is passing through an awareness of which you know you are the emanation of the presence. That's freedom. You want to be free, you see. And so this is why I said earlier, the art and science of meditation is an escape from a limited point of view, a limited way of thinking, a limited paradigm based on the imprinting of our perception as we've emerged or come into this field of appearances and simulations and matrix. We start to wake up. That is why oftentimes even the movie The Matrix is oftentimes called a documentary. Somebody is breaking out of it. So, woo! So you're going in to escape and then have an awareness. Wow. I've always been free. I am freedom. I am abundance. I'm joy. I am love. I am intelligence. I'm not just intelligent. I'm intelligence. And I have different levels of intelligence, mental, emotional, physical. I have all levels of intelligence that gets to become active. And when I say I'm actually speaking about we. This is who we are. Let's sit. Let's become still, silent, enter into our own field of solitude, and watch as thoughts and perceptions and beliefs and all of that just pass through our awareness, and we become more and more identified as awareness itself, pure consciousness. Shoo. Wake up. Shoulders to the ears, squeeze everything, smile on the face, or just squeeze your face, just squeeze everything, release. So So you've done the opposite of relaxation. You've tensed up everything to just let go and let life. Let go and let love, let go and let God, let go, let go, let go. Hands facing downward on your lap, perhaps as a sign of bringing heaven to earth, love to this moment, peace to this moment, joy to this moment. We're bringing it. Slight smile on the face. A couple of taps at the space between the eyebrows. Say to yourself or out loud, I'm willing to see without my physical eyes. I'm willing to see beyond my physical eyes. So we're giving ourselves permission to see that which is real, not with the sensorium, the physical senses, but with pure awareness. Let us see that we are surrounded by a universal presence that has individualized itself as us, as we are waking up and universalizing our awareness. The universal presence has individualized itself as you. Now you are waking up and universalizing your awareness while you are remaining an individual expression of the Most High. Be still and know that I am God, is in the midst of you. Establish a very, the word intense is coming up, a very, I'll say passionate intention to wake up. It's very thorough, very passionate. I'm sitting to wake up. I'm going to wake up now. Set that as your intention. This is you in your fortress of solitude. You're not in this moment concerned about other people and what they may be thinking about you later or today or any time. You're not. This is a relationship with you in the universal presence. You're establishing a very passionate intention to wake up. This is where your attention is, on your intention to wake up. You have what is called simultaneous awareness. That is, you can be aware, you can expand your field of awareness and be aware of more than one thing. So you're aware of your intention to wake up and what that feels like. Simultaneously, you are aware that the body's breathing. I didn't say you're breathing, I said the body's breathing. Just aware that the body's breathing, and you have a passionate intention to wake up. Your awareness that the body is breathing is allowing you to stay present, and your intention is allowing you to come into a level of coherence around your real nature and being. I'm waking up. I'm present. passion and intention. Body's breathing. Smile on face, slight smile. Expanding your awareness to a deep and pure listening that's beyond the ears. You're giving yourself permission to catch the eternal broadcast. That in your expanded awareness you are rebroadcasting. The eternal broadcast of let there be light, let there be life, let there be beauty, let there be joy everywhere. The ear beyond the ear, just catching the broadcast, and as a dynamic transponder, you are rebroadcasting it. Let there be light, let there be love, let there be beauty everywhere. That is your dominant signal that you are releasing into the quantum field that catches that signal and matches it. The law matches it. The I am. God is in the midst of you. Be still. And the know. The I am is in the midst of you and is you. Passion, intense, inner choice to wake up. Body's breathing, you're aware of it, you're present. Giving yourself permission to listen with that which is beyond the sensorium, beyond the ear. Catch the holy now broadcast. Let there be light, love, life, beauty, abundance, intelligence, qualities, not matter, but reveals itself in matter. as you are becoming aware that you are awareness itself. Give yourself permission in this moment to be aware that there are hundreds and perhaps thousands of people right now sitting with you in meditation. There's a dynamic coherence that's happening around the globe as we're sitting, becoming aware that we are aware and choosing to wake up. Another moment, stillness, silence, solitude. Let us receive a nice inhalation. Release. Again, with a slight smile on our face, we allow ourselves to choose to be very grateful. We just choose it. We just choose gratitude. We choose being thankful. We become conscious. We choose graciousness, gratitude, thankfulness. We choose appreciation for life. We just choose it right now. And in this consciousness of choosing a higher order of being, we're in the flow of the whole beginning of this service. As Reverend Sondra Kiros gave us the reading and the evocation, we're in that dynamic flow of that evocation. Recognizing the great presence that is everywhere. Realizing that our life is an emanation of the great presence that is everywhere. And that the very word that is being spoken is a vibrational frequency emanating from a pure sense of oneness with the presence. It is law, a law unto itself, that only knows its own fulfillment and knows nothing else. Spoken with the authority of one knowing that all that there is God, and that everything that truly is a manifestation of the only thing that is. The word is spoken, giving thanks for this sacred gathering of souls all across the globe, rising up with a great readiness to have a pure realization of our oneness with pure spirit, life and light itself. Oh, we're so grateful for these precious moments. So grateful for the total dissolving and disintegration of thought forms and beliefs and perceptions, of lack and limitation and separation and not enoughness that are now swept into the abyss of no thangness, never to exist again, and that we are free. In this instant, we revel in this freedom, this true liberation, and allow for our life to unfold from a glory to now an even greater glory. Glory to glory is our mantra. I'm living from glory to glory, glory to glory. A total unfoldment of more good than we can ever imagine in every area of our life. This is the vibration that we are vibrating with, and our frequency, the oscillation, has increased. And again, for this, we give thanks. We have a dynamic inward celebration. There's a party going on in our awareness, a divine celebration. And in this moment of gratitude, the word is released. Can't return void, must return fulfilled thereof. It's already returned. Chemistry in our body has just changed. We've just become a little younger. Immune system a little bit more balanced. Brain coherence more divinely in order. Intention now elevated. Ha! Life is good. We give thanks, and we allow it to be so. And so it is. And that's the way it is. As we slowly open our eyes, we just feel the vibration of whoever we're with. We just bow and say, now so be it. So be this frequency. Choose it. Amen. Amen. And Ashe. This is a wonderful time in our sacred service where you have the opportunity to support this spiritual community and all of its endeavors to be a magnificent bulwark of good on the planet. We just completed our sacred service Saturday last week. It was monumental. We had the privilege of touching so many people, not only in Los Angeles, but around the world, with just acts of loving kindness and service and compassion for no reason at all other than to be an emanation of love. We've had an opportunity to be in our sacred groups on Friday night and be with each other in that sacred community. We've had opportunity to pray for people in our prayer ministry. Our one from the heart ministry has been working, I would say overtime, but there is no time. They just work. We've had classes. We've had gatherings. The community is always at a full tilt for the presence of God. And you have an opportunity to support this community, even now as you're participating in this way of meditation service. You can take out your cellular devices and you can text the word GIVE to 424-321-6243. That will prompt your phone and you can choose the amount you want to give today. You can call it a gift, you can call it a tithe, you can call it an offering, you can call it a donation. You can call it the way you're loving today. But you can give something. It doesn't matter how much, whatever it is, you can give. Just choose to give something right now. 424-321-6243. It's on your screen. Make use of that technology. It's the right use of your technology. That's how you text. Text the word GIVE. The other way that you can share right now is you may be watching us on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. You can go to our website right now. Some of you are already there commenting, and that's beautiful. AgapeLive.com. That's our website. There's a donation banner on the screen. Navigate yourself to the banner. Again, choose. Don't just be perfunctory. Choose with love the amount you want to share today. Whenever you're watching this, choose right now what you want to give. You'll check out, but as I like to say, we're really checking in to abundance field that we're participating in, and we're sending a signal to the universe through the quantum field that we have more than enough. And that signal comes back with glad surprises, spontaneous goodness, coincidences, serendipities, opportunities, possibilities open up, because the signal we're sending out is, I have more than enough. And the universe says, you have more than enough. You can mail in your donations as well. Make your checks and money orders out to Agape International. Send it to Agape International at 8549 Wilshire Blvd, Suite 1156, Beverly Hills, California, 90211, USA, if you're outside of the United States. You can do that right this moment. Always arrives right on time. Again, you can take a screenshot of it if you so desire. It's on the screen right now. You can Venmo your donation. The QR code is on the screen. Take your mobile device, shine the camera portion of it in its direction, and you'll be right into the domain of Agape International. You can do this right now. Choose the amount, and please, there's so many people affected by Trumponomics and tariffs and so many things that are happening on the planet in the world of appearances. Some people are temporarily affected and can't give as much as they used to. If you're not one of those beings, consider giving more than you normally give, standing in proxy for the beings on the planet who can't share as much right now. This is a spiritual center. It's a business. We've got bills to pay too. We got staff and buildings and all manner of stuff that we have to. So assist. You get an opportunity to assist right this moment. And we appreciate you for any amount that you send in. I'll be right back. Our very Reverend Julie Moret will highlight some of the wonderful things happening in our community.
We have so many ways to keep growing and cultivating your spiritual life throughout the week. Take a listen, see what is yours. You can visit agapelive.com for more information and to find out about our weekly offerings. All times listed are Pacific time. Are you ready for one of the most exciting Sundays of the year? It is Reverend Michael's birthday. Save the date, Sunday, July 20th. You can make your plans right now to be here in LA and celebrate with us in person. We have discounted hotel rates for live streamers. For all the hotel details and to make your reservations now, click the Save the Date banner at agapelive.com. And we are excited to offer you a very special gift in honor of Reverend Michael's birthday and teachings. Path of the Visionary, a Beckwith teaching immersion, July 21st through the 27th. This transformative free series is a 7-day live event diving into Reverend Michael's teachings, which have inspired and transformed countless lives. He has selected a group of some of the most trusted voices in our Agape community to guide you on your journey. This is Rev's gift to you, our beloved community, as a way to continue the giving and circulation of love, wisdom, and abundance. Click the banner at agapelive.com to reserve your spot and get ready for this life-changing adventure. And to our beloved Take Back Your Mind community, after 2+ years of shows, we're taking a summer break during July and August. We'll return September 3rd with brand new shows and a brand new format. Until then, take this opportunity to revisit some of your favorite episodes or catch up on any of the ones that you may have missed. This week on the Take Back Your Mind podcast, Reverend Michael welcomes Chris Steinman, a prominent leader in the field of personal growth for over 25 years. Chris is the creator of the groundbreaking Fit Mental Model, a radio host, author, and founder of LCK. That's an acronym for Life-Changing Knowledge. And he's the visionary behind LCK Experience, where Reverend Michael will be speaking in this September in Mexico City. And on Friday, check out the next episode of Take Back Your Mind Life Question of the Week, Awakening the Global Heart. Watch or listen to Take Back Your Mind and the Life Question of the Week with Michael B. Beckwith on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And be sure to subscribe to receive alerts when new shows drop each week. This Tuesday, Laughter Yoga meets on Zoom at 6 p.m., facilitated by Agape practitioner Martin Weech. On the website, click the banner to register. No experience is necessary. You just have to be able to laugh. And Freedom Path Ministries Zooms this Wednesday, 5 p.m., release any sense of addiction, old beliefs, or attachments. Reverend Carlton Tebow is our speaker. You can go to the website and click on the Freedom Path banner at the top of the page for more information and to register. This is a gift to the community, and everybody is welcome. Somos Agape, or Agape in Espanol, is in session and invites you to join every Saturday, 8:30 a.m. for affirmative prayer and meditation exclusively in Spanish on Agape's Facebook page. And Reverend Michael and his partners at NutriRise are enthusiastic to share groundbreaking development from AdaptoZen, introducing Elevate Plus, organic fermented mushrooms, their latest innovation designed to elevate your mind, body, and spirit to new heights. This product is based on the mushroom supplements that Rev takes for his immune system, brain function, gut health, and longevity, and they were created as a transformative step forward in your holistic wellness. Visit NutriRise.com, choose AdaptoZen, and pick up your superfood greens at the same time to elevate your health. And finally, for today, we've got a free movie event happening right here at the Saban Theater, sponsored by Temple of the Arts and Agape's Youth and Family Ministry. Sonic 3 is showing Saturday, July 12th, 11 a.m. here at the Saban. You can just click on the QR code to RSVP. So many things. Pick what's yours and dive in. Many blessings to you.
Thank you, Reverend Julie. As you are preparing or have already given your donation to the Spiritual Center, just turn within and give thanks. Just give thanks that we're living from the overflow. Give thanks that we're transcending the world of appearances and are tapping into the field of love and abundance and joy and harmony, and allowing that to be so active within us that it guides our thought, it guides our words, and it guides our actions, so that our words, thoughts, and actions are an expression of the abundance, the love, the purity, the joy, the absolute bliss and ecstasy of being alive. The word is spoken, blessing this spiritual community, otherwise known as Agape International. It has everything that it needs to fulfill its divine destiny, touching lives beyond what we can even count, and allowing lives to be transformed from glory to an even greater glory. Today is a great day, and we allow it to be so, and so it is. Amen. Thank you so much for participating in the Way of Meditation service. You may not know it, but you joining this field of coherence around that which is real is absolutely having a major difference on the planet. These particular fields can be measured now scientifically. You have made a difference in the world in which we're living. We end now with the benediction. We'll play a little bit of this song. I invite you to tune in to our meditation services at 8:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. Pacific time, and perhaps come to the services at 9 o'clock a.m. and primarily 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, right here at Agape. You can come with us in person, as so many people do. You're invited. Accept the invitation. Because your soul is saying this: I'm ready for my change. It's knocking on the door of your heart. Let me out. I'm ready for my change. The spirit within you is saying, set me free. It's saying, come on, I'm forgiving everything. Don't walk around all slumped over for the mistakes you've made in life. Forgive yourself and step up to the glory of the living one within you. And allow yourself to be more free than you could ever imagine. Just surrender to more good than you've ever thought of. Come participate in community as well. Listen. That's what your soul is saying. I'm ready. Set me free. So we step in this awareness with a greater readiness that all of life is for us. Therefore, there can be nothing really against us except ourselves. So we step out of our own way. We say yes to life, and we anchor the realm of brilliance and love and beauty on earth, as it is in the highest heaven that is within us. And so it is. Amen. Peace and radical blessing.